Yeah, I thought it was a great idea. Nath came to me with the idea. I thought, yeah, let's get behind this. Since then, he's told me that actually, if I hadn't said yes, he probably wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, the two Nathans set up a meeting. Got everyone together. Yeah, everyone was up for it. We thought it'd be great. Yeah, we thought it'd be good.
We had the group ready. It was the two Nathans. We had Jack, Turk, Elliot, Steve, Annan, and me.
We secured sponsorship from Clever Student Let's, Oddbar, and Plymouth Pitch and Putt. We also got coverage from the Plymouth Herald, BBC Devon, and BBC Spotlight.
I made some posters. George got the kit. Turk sorted out some equipment, and then we all contacted sports clubs and arranged the actual event.
Yeah, some of the sports are pretty obscure to say the least. We got lacrosse, fencing, a bit of ice skating. I even got the lads to even do a bit of salsa dancing with me, which I was quite impressed with, to be honest.
Yeah, it was all ready to go. Obviously had to work on my fitness considerably. Ran around the block a few times and started eating salad, which was very helpful. You know, kept me going over the long weekend.
We were ready. You know, it begun. Okay, go.
Good shot. That's,
Oh, nice.
that's got.
Yeah, it was a great start.
and then it got considerably worse.
Okay, I'll have some. We'll head down. No, just head down. Get on with it, mate. Come on, 24 hours.
That's technically better than Steve.
I'm trying to hit too hard.
Just remember.
Well.
Yeah, we're all pretty average. Those two really stood out though. George was good. He had a good understanding of the ball. Elliot also took part. Yeah.
Well.
I think table tennis was when we realised that we were in at the deep end. You know, this wasn't going to be easy. This was like our Everest.
I felt weird.
There was something in the air at table tennis. I don't know. It was weird. It just didn't feel natural. Something was wrong.
I was scared.
We were pretty good at table tennis. Nathan and Steve in particular. There's only 7 of us, so we needed to make up the numbers. Got some guy from the street and he ended up beating us all. Heads just weren't in it.
Yeah, it was going really well. 3 hours down, we were actually doing it. Really, really good. But then we realised 21 more hours of sport.
made us run. It was pretty competitive actually. Elliot actually won the event.
It's hard to tell. I'm always sweaty. I've just walked up the stairs and I'm sweaty.
Good.
I put everything into badminton. I won, actually, and I beat the captain. But after putting everything in, I was so tired, and futsal was next.
The legs were definitely starting to hurt right now. 4 hours, it's a long time.
So yeah, I live with the Plymouth University Futsal Division 4 team champions. They're a good squad, there are a couple of good players in there. We knew it was going to be tough, we were expecting to be beaten, to say the least.
Well, the BBC were filming us. The Herald showed up partway through, which was good, and there were literally dozens of people there.
We didn't think we'd win, but we really wanted to.
And we were absolutely awesome.
Frisbee?
Something in my eye.
Do you want to sew off, Nate?
Yeah. Yep, Stephen. Oh yeah, good choice not to pass it. Oh, great. George! Where's the play? Oh.
Tennis. Yeah, it was alright. Steve won.
A tennis champion. There he is. There he is.
It's a fun ball. It was meant to be a swimming pool, and it's actually a fun ball. You're going to be the worst futsal.
Yeah, probably my fault.
Where's Tom Daly?
It's a sports day, not a slide
Where's
day.
Tom Daly?
It was a fun pool, not a swimming pool.
You don't swim at a fun pool.
Fucking fun pool!
It was literally the busiest thing I've ever seen.
Is that including your sister's?
Why are you interviewing me about darts? What can I say? You throw darts?
Sorry guys.
We were done. That was Saturday, over 12 hours straight, and you know, after a sleep we'd be on to Sunday, you know, and the adrenaline was there. We were cheering, we were happy, but you know, I just I felt guilty that I started this, and that we might, well, I don't know, that you know, that this was too much.
I found it so difficult to get out of bed. I've never found it more of a struggle, and then worse. Next up was cycling, and I can't ride a bike.
Sunday morning, woke up in so much pain, blisters everywhere. Well,
After a gruelling 6-mile cycle, we moved on to fencing, and we thought, yeah, it'd be okay. After an hour spent in the squat position, we realised it was crazy. The first 2 hours had killed our legs. We still had 10 more hours to go.
We were really hoping for an easy one next, but rugby.
Pretty happy. Got the 2 baskets for the team in the basketball. Yeah, it was really good. But yeah, they got 35.
You guys have a bit.
couldn't bend my knees. I was just like motionless. I don't know what happened. Just taking its toll, I just seized out.
It was just mental. These high kicks and punches and just things we didn't even know were possible. And I remember just looking around at like Elliot and George and just thinking, you know, are we gonna last much longer? Our bodies were on the line.
Karate was one of the most physically demanding things I think any of us have ever done. The way they worked us with the stretches and stuff, just unbearable pain. And George and Elliot were just abysmal, absolutely terrible. So we needed something to really pick us up after that, and then it came.
The biggest moment of just sheer panic for me really was during trampolining Elliot. The pain went from physical to psychological so quickly. He just went mad. He couldn't jump.
You know, you get to some points in your life where you know, even if you've started something and you want to finish it, you just have to stop. You have to, and we had to stop right then and there, but we weren't allowed to. You know, we'd raised the money, and this wasn't something we could just skip out of. We were trapped.
When I look back, I almost think Paul saved us. We'd had a really tough day, and I think just something less physical really helped us out there.
I just potted the last ball for Paul and I'd won it, but I couldn't really celebrate really. I mean, after people like Steve and stuff celebrate for tennis, and then going from such an easy sport like pool going on to such a difficult one later on, I couldn't celebrate that. I wasn't looking forward to it.
I could hardly breathe. I mean, we just played pool, but I could hardly breathe. I think it was the mixture of walking uphill to netball and then the timid excitement of playing with girls, doing sport with girls, which was quite exciting for me. And then I think it was the fact that we'd played 20 hours of sport.
I played centre the first half, and I don't think I've ever been dominated in a sporting situation like I had. The girl I was up against just ran me ragged. She was absolutely everywhere. But then at half time I swapped with Nathan, the other Nathan, and he went centre, and he was incredible. He was everywhere, and the girls were just staring in awe at him. And you know, as heart crushing as it was for me to you know have failed so much in comparison to him, it was his performance in our 20th hour that I think spurred us on. You know, it was seeing that someone could put in a performance like that made us think we could do this, we could finish this.
Well, what can I say? All of us have their talents in life, and mine appears to be netball.
It was another gruelling sport. I mean, we could hardly feel our legs, and what a tough sport to be doing that late on in the day, but there's 3 hours left. I mean, we could do this. We could actually see the finish line now.
Yeah, about 20 sports in, he got to squash, and I was just knackered. I mean, my heart, it was going, and I just collapsed. I just couldn't take it much more, you know.
When Steve hit the ground, we were all pretty worried. We thought that was it. We'd lost a man, one man down. It seemed like an age he was on the floor, but credit to him, he got up, he carried on.
It was just the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I couldn't do it. Physically couldn't do it.
By Octopus, I mean, we'd all had it in, but George, I don't know what he was doing in Octopus. He was delirious. He standing on the puck, he didn't know where he was. He may as well just have been standing there with goggles and stuff on for no reason.
I just told myself to keep going. I mean, the pain was unbearable. My legs were so heavy, and every uphill was a struggle. And I just had to, you know, keep telling myself, keep up with everyone, keep going.
I mean, we got halfway round and I just couldn't breathe. But then, when we got to the hill and we saw everyone, just adrenaline took over.
Jack was swearing a lot. Swearing a lot.
Oh, we're shouting at each other, we're just getting our spirits high, we're so nearly the end now. I mean, it's the last sport, last run. Shouting, come on guys, we can do this. We get there.
It was like Oddbar was this ghost-like figure, and I had to pinch myself to actually believe what I was seeing. That, you know, that this was that this was really happening.
I remember Steve putting us into a huddle. We were just holding each other. I remember that feeling, just being held.
We did thank both of the Nathans for bringing this together and making us all a part of it. But at the same time, there was like a niggling kind of feeling that it was them who had, you know, done this to us. So would you do it again?